guys, how's it going? This is Tom Burkart from car-revs-daily. We're in the 2015 Ford Fiesta ST. Take a quick drive video. This car is so much fun. The seats are really holding me in. I mean, that's a really tight exit ramp there. We're in, this car is so much fun. If for anybody who's in the market for a car that's about 21 grand and wants a really good car, a car that, you know, handles like a real performance car and is quick and tuneful and entertaining, the Fiesta ST is definitely my new top pick. This car is awesome. A couple of the things that make it so great, we're just in like a little, by some river here. You know, some of the things that make it really great are that it comes with this amazing 6-speed manual transmission, of course, for the 1.6 liter turbocharged and direct injected engine. So 197 horsepower and then 202 foot-pounds of torque that comes on at 4,200 RPM. The car feels really quick, and more than that, it's really, really fun. I mean, it's just hilarious. It's got a really, really throaty burble from the engine. And actually really, really nice and relaxing amounts of torque on hand at all times. Oops, thanks. Really nice amount of torque. Even if you're in like a low gear, it'll spool up pretty quickly. It has, you know, it has performance. It has a great neutral chassis feel. If you're pushing the car, you know, harder than it wants to go around corners, even as a front drive car, this car is definitely talking to you from the back. And sort of like just letting you know that it's a mild and going to be a neutral four-wheel drift versus just going right to understeer, which for even a lot of performance cars is like a big problem. So the ST does not suffer that affliction, and it's just so much fun. The steering is heavy and perfect. The brakes are really attentive and feel strong. It's got really natural throttle response, and it's always in a good mood. It's always ready to go. There are a lot of other cars, you know, these days that are like dual purpose machines, like, you know, crossover slash, like, you know, off-roader slash, I don't know, the Murano CC was the off-road convertible. This car is really in its focus moment, right from the moment you get in and hit the starter button. From its big seats to obviously that engine note and the manual transmission, metal pedals. I mean, this car is always ready to go. It doesn't need any kind of like, you know, there's no sport button necessary because it's always in sort of like a dynamic and frisky and very sporty mood. Oh, it's so much fun. I'm like trying to get all these thoughts out. So let's take a quick break. Listen to the engine. There's fourth gear here. It's almost a red line into second. You can hear it's got it has some pops and some snorts from the exhaust and back as you downshift and come into corners hard. It's really just simply delightful. It's so much fun to drive, and really feels very, very quick. So that's got an amazing progression here. And I realized what you're getting with this Ford is all of the expertise of Ford Europe in one car. I mean, this is such an amazing vehicle, and more than just trying to let me think of how to say this, but so the Fiesta ST obviously is like the car of Top Gear. You know, they obviously drive lots of hypercars, but when it comes down to it, you know, as one of the best-selling cars, the Fiesta in the UK, this special tuned, you know, ST, the sportiest model, is like their car. It's their best car, you could say. And anyway, but we really don't get access to a lot of that, like that fine-tuned handling balance, like even in the, you know, the shared vehicles that we have. But what Ford has done with the Fiesta ST is really bring over all of that handling package, all of the enthusiasm of the, you know, the really eager front drive platform, you know, that could keep up with a supercar in you know, out in Wales or wherever they go, but also is just like is totally useful. Our Fiesta ST hatchback has 5 doors and is priced from $21,400, and there are a few options, including the My Ford Touch with Sony, as well as we'll have to check for the other specific options on this particular vehicle, but it comes in one package. It's really well equipped. This is molten orange or molten red, which just might, you know, all the fatigue. So, here's what I was gonna say. I kind of missed my train of thought there. Okay, so, you know, so Ford in Europe, you know, I got super bored of reading all of the Fiesta ST reviews. So, like, this car is so good, blah, blah, blah. I got so sick of reading those reviews. But now, when you drive it around the United States, it's like you are owning those reviews. And every other car guy in the world, whether they like, you know, front-wheel drive cars or not, is going to know that this car is absolutely dynamite. So that's what the Fiesta ST really brings to the table, as well as a ton more power and more enthusiasm versus like the Chevy Sonic RS, and even cars like the Nissan Juke Nismo, or the Hyundai Elantra GT. What are some other things in its competitive set? There are a few like Hyundai and Kias that get close to here and are also offering the turbo engine, but they're not going to be as fast or as fun as this Ford Fiesta ST. So it's really a great car. We're driving through some construction now, talking my face off. Fiesta ST is amazing, and that's all we got. The car for 2015 has a couple new colors and even darker tinted headlights and fog lights than before, but otherwise it is the same goodness, the same sweet package for 2015. Other Fiesta changes include a mild restyle for the sedan and the hatchback, as well as a new turbo triple that's available in addition to the previous engine setup. But you know, the 1.6 liter without the turbo makes 120 horsepower, and we're pushing 197 in this Fiesta ST, so you can't really compare it. I mean, this car is really fun, really fast. Trying to sign off, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.